This is the single best and most effectual way to get over basically any fear, whether it is a rational fear or an irrational fear. There is going to be a part of you that gets paralyzed at certain fears, at things that just make you freeze up, at things that make you go into a panic mode, at things that make you feel dreadfully uncomfortable. For some people, this can be spiders. For other people, this can be snakes. For other people, this can be lightning storms or thunderstorms. This was the case for Martin Luther. Martin Luther, one of the reformers, he was deathly afraid of lightning. And one day he was caught out in the middle of a field and there was this massive lightning storm, and he prayed to God and he begged God, if you save me, I will become a Catholic monk. And so he did just that. And as a result of him becoming a Catholic monk and spending all this time studying the Bible and actually looking through the original texts, that's how he was able to see that what the Catholic Church was teaching was in blatant opposition to the Bible. This is what eventually prompted the Reformation. The Reformation, of course, wasn't creating new religions. It was literally just taking this and going back to what it actually believed in the beginning before it was perverted, corrupted, and became apostate. Nonetheless, if you are terrified of something, the way that you can get over that very quickly is called immersion therapy. Immersion therapy is where you immerse yourself in that situation. You force yourself to be in that situation until you develop a resistance to it, a resiliency. You will develop a tolerance to it. Think about it in terms of alcohol. If you never ever drink alcohol and you have a small amount, it's going to hit you pretty hard. But if you were to drink alcohol on a moderate fashion, so a small amount on a regular basis, your tolerance is going to be extraordinarily higher than someone who's never had alcohol in their life. So following this metaphor, I drink whiskey on a fairly regular basis. I absolutely never get drunk. Now, my mom never ever drinks. So if she were to have about half the amount that I have on a nightly basis, now I usually only have 1 to 2 ounces a night because it is very, very good for you. But if my mom were to have half of the amount that I have, she would be pretty intoxicated. The reason for that is because even though it's going to be beneficial for her, because whiskey has a lot of health benefits like ellagic acid and stuff like that that eats plaque out of your arteries, she has no tolerance to the actual response from her body, and so therefore she is going to be much more susceptible to its effects. And so things like spiders or things like lightning storms, those are rational fears, because those can be extraordinarily dangerous. But if you are irrationally afraid of this rational fear, then that is going to do something that is going to cripple you in life. And that's bad. So if you have a fear of thunderstorms, for example, one of the best things that you could do would be whenever there is a thunderstorm near you, open your window and watch. Sit there and listen to the loud noises, watch the flashes, put yourself closer to it while you're still in a safe position where you're going to be dry and you're going to be out of the elements. Put yourself into that kind of situation. If you're deathly and morbidly afraid of spiders, this is why going to a butterfly pavilion and holding a tarantula or something, a non-venomous spider that is going to be absolutely terrifying, disgusting, and shriveling and shrill, that is going to be gross and nasty. However, it can't hurt you. So it is a very safe way to force yourself past that fear. Being courageous has absolutely nothing to do with anything besides being able to actually face your fears. Being courageous can literally only happen when you face your fears head on. Courage is not being unafraid. Courage is being willing to face your fears. It is being afraid and acting anyways. Now going to the more irrational fears, if you have a terrified, petrifying fear of talking to women, go talk to every single woman that you see. Don't go talk to the ones that you want to ask out or the ones that you're attracted to. Go talk to every single one of them, and eventually it's going to become very easy. If you're deathly afraid of public speaking, go talk to people in a crowd. Go get up on stage during an open mic night for some stand-up comedy club. Go up there and tell dad jokes. Go up there and embarrass yourself, humiliate yourself, fail on stage, bomb on stage if you want to. Immediately, you are no longer going to have that fear. Force yourself into the situation that terrifies you the most until it no longer terrifies you. Immersion therapy is the best thing that you can do in order to overcome these fears, be them rational or irrational. I hope this made sense. Let me know what's next. Follow me on X, YouTube, and Instagram. Go to taco-talks.com if you want to buy some merch. Let me know what other questions you have. Thank you guys. God bless.